Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Astrological Intentions. I am your host, Alex Reevy, along with the Cincinnati socialite herself, Sandy Reevy.
Hi, everyone.
It is episode 410, the week of June 1st. Let's get right into it. In the transits, we start off today, Monday the 1st, Mercury ingress Cancer.
Family Chit-Chat.
And Tuesday, June 2nd, Sun sextile Saturn.
Steady as she goes.
Wednesday, June 3rd, Mercury square Neptune.
Is that real or is that fake? I actually just said that about something.
And is that next up is Talisman times. We're going to go over the talisman to move through with gentle strength and steady resilience. On the horizon, we have the Chicago UF and Egypt retreat, and in our house, Sandy and I are going to recap our fun weekend together. Stay tuned for this episode of Astrological Intentions.
I say go do you. Now travel far, share your stories and earn your stars. It's you. Say you are the one you will answer to when this life is done. Don't waste a minute, jump in the river. Wash yourself clean so you can deliver you. The story of you, the story.
Hello, Cincinnati socialite.
I know. I guess I don't understand that.
I mean, you're busy. You've got people coming to visit. You've got plans for like dinner plans. You've got, events to go to. Your schedule is already busy. And you just moved into a whole new city.
And I am in the 11th house perfected year, which is about new groups, organizations, friends, maybe meeting up with old friends, which is my very, very best friend from high school and beyond. We've remained good friends, is coming for dinner this weekend, and she's excited to see my new house, and she's excited to have me back in town.
Mm-hmm.
So
I bet.
That'll be fun.
I bet.
Yeah.
All right.
She's very prominent here in Cincinnati, so I'll be doing a lot of socialiting stuff, I'm sure.
I bet. So in the transits, we have a very short week. We have 3 transits this week, and it goes Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Boom. So let's start off today, Monday, June 1st, Mercury ingress Cancer.
I like this. Mercury, moves into over that solstice point at 6:56 a.m. Central. So at 7 a.m. we wake up on this Monday. I called it Family Chit-Chat. Family matters are easily discussed. Mercury, the planet of communication, going into a cardinal water sign, has that emotional receptivity, right? So very emotional, impressionable, changeable. You're very, like you said, you're very susceptible to your surroundings, your home, maybe what's said. So it's family matters are easily discussed, but be aware that you could, maybe hurt feelings, right? You could be maybe too emotional, right? Or you're hitting somebody's, soft spot. It's great for listening. You can be full of sympathy and empathy, and, don't get into feeling sorry for yourself or feeling so sorry for someone in your family that you can't make good decisions, right? But it's talking about your feelings, right? Show up and be
courageous with it too, because and sometimes you can't always be too sensitive of other people's feelings, but I do think that communicating feelings and with love and kindness is always the best way to go.
Yeah, it's not great for, objective thinking, right? Mm-hmm. It's not real practical. It's not often realistic. Now, Mercury just came from Gemini, where he was very detail oriented, very practical. And then he moves into this Cancer area and is like, oh, I should, I don't feel like doing that. I feel like doing this, right? And so this is the area. Now, Mercury usually zips through a sign for about, sometimes it's 2 weeks when he's really fast, but basically around a 3-week period. This time, he moves in here June
June 1st.
1st and doesn't come out, because it's where he retrogrades, doesn't come out until August 10th.
Oh, wow, that's a long time.
So what is that? All of June, all of July, and the 10 days in August. So thinking about, yes, weigh your emotions, speak about them, but let's also have the reality check of you got things to do. You can't just, sit in crying mode all the time.
Right.
Right. And it's retrograde. So we'll talk about that when he moves into shadow on June 13th. We'll talk about that next week.
All right. So let's move on to June 2nd, Tuesday, Sun sextile Saturn.
Steady as she goes. So the sun, right? The sun here is making a sextile to Saturn with reception. And this is just sound judgment. This is, good, feeling good about decisions that you've made. It's authoritative and leadership improves. You get to be a little bit more sure on your feet. Now we know that the sun is in Gemini, but the ruler of Gemini, Mercury, we just talked about. So again, are you using your emotions to make decisions, or are you making what needs to be accomplished? Right? It's great for intuition. It's great for having I really should get back to that. I really should do that. It'll make you feel good. Mm-hmm. So steady as she goes. This is a lot of Saturnian energy of knowing, and the sun comes to this area twice a year and makes a sextile to Saturn. So it's kind of like a check, is everything moving well?
And you said it was a knowing about what?
It's an authority and leadership improves, or your judgments improve, or making your way, again, steady, I'm going back in to get some blood work, right? Finding a doctor down here to get my baseline blood work after this whole last year of craziness. So it's like things I need to do because I'm in charge of myself. I'm in charge of what I'm responsible for.
Got it.
Yeah.
All right. So June 3rd, Wednesday, is our final transit of the week, and it is Mercury square Neptune.
Yeah. Is it real or fake? This could be, misperception. Are you misunderstanding something? Are you perceiving it wrong? It's like, is it confusing? This is a Wednesday, it's going to last for, a day. So make no quick decisions here because you may not have all the full answers, because Neptune can blur lines.
So don't get scammed. Don't get scammed, because maybe communication could be a little bit iffy.
Yeah. Oh, I thought you
unclear.
Said this. It was like, no, I didn't put.
No signing of contracts.
I didn't put the other 0 on the back of that.
Mm-hmm. All right. So that is our week ahead. Don't forget, you can also download the astrology guide, your own natal chart, or book your reading. I'll post all of those links in the show notes. Let's move on to talisman times, where Sandy hand creates talismans. And the one upcoming is June 7th, number 1926. To move through life with gentle strength and steady resilience.
I remain soft-hearted while also staying grounded, steady, and emotionally protected. This is lasting and meaningful. And yeah, we do have Mercury, obviously Mercury is here in Cancer, but he is also joining in the two benefics, because Venus and Jupiter, the two benefics, are also in the latter degrees of Cancer. So Mercury is co-present with the two benefics. This is this is wonderful for talismans. There's a lot of talismans this month based on these planets being in Cancer with where Jupiter is. Now, Jupiter in this chart is at 25 degrees of Cancer, which means he's past his shadow degree of 24. And 25 means he'll go to 26, 27, 28, 29, 0. And once he gets to 0, he's out of his exaltation location for 11 years.
Okay.
So the talismans made this month in June are the final ones of, in fact, the very last one I've got on the docket is June 27th. With Mercury and Jupiter together in Cancer. That'll be the last one of an exaltation Jupiter for 11 years. So let's see, where will I be when I'm 81?
So if anyone is interested in checking out the pre-sale talismans, there is a link in the show notes, as well as if you aren't on our email list, you might want to consider it, because that's when we will present the upcoming talismans to you and give you a little idea of what they're like. So let's move on to the horizon. We have a busy September that's coming up, which we have an astrology conference and the Egypt retreat. I'll just leave it at that. You can also find more information in the show notes. Let's move on to our house, where we're going to recap our fun weekend, our Memorial weekend together.
Oh, it was so wonderful.
Yeah, it really was. Your grand puppies first met, and we have a kind of like a very small pit bull mix, and we have an even smaller, because the pit bull mix is about 30 pounds, and then the even smaller toy poodle is not even at 7 pounds. So it was just a ball of energy. They're both very young, and it was the rainiest weekend that we ever could have imagined. And they were really they were almost like building trenches just by running around like the fire pit area over and over and over again, where you could see this like kind of like dirt trail around. And my Rusty dog is white, and he turned brown by the end of the days, because we would just let him go, and they loved your backyard.
But wasn't there one day you gave him 5 baths? Or was that a total?
We had to keep, I think we have, like over the weekend, we had a total of 5 baths, but we would wipe down their paws and try to make it as not muddy as possible, but that was, it got everywhere. And even just trying to like, once I was bathing Naxos, it was like, there's so much grit underneath his fur that I was just like, wow, they really they didn't roll in it, but they were just running, chasing one another, splashing, having the best doggy life in the world.
And actually, Rusty, the little guy, gave Naxos a run for his money. He was
very courageous,
smaller and almost faster.
It was, and I also think that Naxos learned how to play very gently, right? So he can play with much larger dogs, and I think they played really well together. Like Rusty, the smaller little toy poodle, really elevated his ego to make sure that he could fill up the space and kind of wrestle along with Naxos and run and kind of chase after him. He was not scared at all. It was such a cute thing to watch. But we also we grilled out even when it was raining.
With umbrellas, with golf umbrellas.
The one night we did have a kind of lull in the rain, so we were able to go and enjoy the fire pit and also have dinner outside, and we played a really funny game called That Sound Game, which I highly recommend it if you, because it's like a game of sounds for weird people. That's how it's described. And of course, I think I bought it just off of that. But it's so funny because, and I also bought it because Rocco and I travel and want to bring some games to his family as well, and we wanted one that was kind of easily
and that makes
translatable.
Sense. Yeah, because it's just sounds.
Right. So you have your hands behind your back, and you can kind of pantomime, like using your body without your hands, but you're only allowed to use sounds.
Yeah.
And yeah, when you think about like brushing your teeth, you can't use your hands. You can only use sounds. So you've just got your teeth wide open. You're like, shh, 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 shh. How else? Like, how else do you do it? It's not easy.
And my brother and sister-in-law came over for dinner one night, and he played. He was hilarious, and we had fun. It was just a good, fun weekend.
Yeah. And yeah, we got the whole goal was to have like really wonderful quality family time. We did that. And it went by quickly, but it was so wonderful. And driving back, we were reminiscing over the laughs and the fun, and Naxos was in the back completely exhausted. He
got sick that last day.
He did. But yeah, so it was a great weekend, and we hope that you all had so much fun with your family and friends, and the summer is just beginning, so let's all enjoy it together. So I think that's a wrap on this episode. Thank you everybody for joining in, and we will talk to you all next week. Bye-bye.
Bye everyone.
I say go do you. Now travel far, share your stories and earn your scars. It's you. Say you are the one you will answer to when this life is done. Don't waste a minute, jump in the river. Wash yourself clean so you can deliver you. The story of you, the story of you. The story of you, the